Hey, everybody. Good morning. It turns out the Netherlands are going to be forced to sell 3,000 farms. This is unbelievable, and it's all in the name of ESGism. Fascism and Marxism got together and they had a baby, and it's called ESGism. These awful demonic spirits come over the world every now and then, like Mao. If that wasn't demonic, I don't know what was. He killed about 80 million people. Some of that was in the form of concentration camps, but a lot of it was called collective farming policies. Uh, where they did away with the farmers because we don't need them, and did it under the government, and it killed 30 million. Yeah, this has been done before. Joseph Stalin did it too. He also killed a bunch in concentration camps, but he also killed a lot through collective farming, uh, about 7 million. So this has been done before. It happens ever so often. And it's, just 100 years ago or so, a little more, uh, this happened on the planet. And this is what's going to happen if if the ESGism keeps going, and they say, hey, we've got to stop this fertilizer. That stuff that, what's his name? Fritz Haber invented in 1913. He won the Nobel Prize for chemical fertilizer in 1918. That's how we feed the masses, no matter how you want to look at fertilizer or what you think we ought to use. That's how we feed the population. And if you've ever tried to grow something without using fertilizer, it just doesn't work. I tried that, my first garden. I just threw some seeds in the ground and hoped for the best. And it was pitiful, absolutely pitiful. Good morning, folks. Thanks for being here. Man, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day, and we're going to get this word out. I don't ever ask you guys to really share anything, but if you know somebody that doesn't know of this hostile takeover in the Netherlands, share it. If this is the first time you're hearing of this, there's a good chance that everybody else doesn't know about it either. Most everybody. It's crazy. So just hit the share button and share it everywhere, because this is nutty. To put this in perspective, farming is a critical sector to the Dutch economy. Despite just being slightly larger than the state of Maryland, it's a tiny little place. The Netherlands is the world's second largest exporter of agricultural goods. So this is a big deal. These guys are elite farmers. They have farms over there that have been handed down from generation to generation, some of them since German, I can't think, since the Germans were in control. I can't think of the name this morning, but anyway. The Dutch farmers are already reducing the nitrogen, but it turns out you can't just quit doing what's been working for the last 100 years or so. You can't just, hey, we're going to do this in the name of greenness, because it's going to kill a bunch of people. That's what it did in the past. And they're exporters. So this has to do with other people's food as well. And the farmers are pissed. There's tens of thousands of tractors in the streets. They're spreading manure on the roads. They're burning hay bales. They're revolting, because this is their livelihood. This is what, it would be like somebody coming to me and taking away all of my welding equipment, and the only way I knew how to make a living. That's essentially what these people are doing in the name of ESGism, because it's a god to these people. And I'm trying not to make light of it. I put a little demonic baby on the thumbnail, and I don't really like demonic things at all, but there's nothing that is what this is, period. This is not going to end well. And it's like these other nations are worshiping this ESGism, and they want to serve it, and they want to this quit eating protein. Wait till I get into some of the stats about the protein they suggested eating 9 years ago. This baby was born 9 years ago. That's why I tried to find one. It looked like it was about 9. It might have been born later than that, but let me get into it. Oh, by the way, this is called Agenda 30. If you're not familiar with that, check it out. But Bill Gates recently, Bill Gates, the philanthropist, donated $1.27 billion to the UN Agenda 2030. Now, I don't know if you saw the inflation moving chart before this video. I hope you did, because the Netherlands inflation is getting nutty. And the reason I bring that up is because now that was energy inflation, and that's making things hard to farm anyway. But the reason being is the UN is going to donate. They've allocated $25 billion to buy up these farms at 100% full price or over. And they said, if you don't take this, you're not going to get a better offer. So that's what you're supposed to do. As an investor, you're supposed to buy hard assets. I talk about it almost every day. Precious metals, farmland. That's a really good one. If I was an evil person, that's exactly what I would try to do, is screw people out of their family farmland. This is a big deal, guys. This is nuts. If you're in the live chat, please exit the live chat and hit the like button for me. It would really help. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, they're after the other large nitrogen emitters. There's a lot of those. They export a lot of oil. They export refined petroleum products. I'm assuming that would be also another large nitrogen emitter. Many of the farms in the Netherlands are family run, have been handed down for generations. We're already in a food crisis. So this is going to add to the crisis that we're already neck deep in. I just can't imagine doing this to anybody. I can't imagine the outcome of it. It is, it's just because this is only the start of it. This at 3,000 is just the tip of the iceberg. They want total control. I'm serious. Fascism and Marxism had a baby. It's called ESGism. And it's a good way to probably get kicked off a YT talking about that, especially putting a little demonic baby next to it. But I took a chance and I did do it live. So maybe they won't dun me. Last time I did something like this, I lost my Twitter account and my professional Facebook account. Gone, erased. I'm going to start getting more active over on Twitter, Financial Prepper 1. And I've also got a Discord channel. MNJ, if you could stick it in the comments, I'll pin it in the description. But there's a little bit more here. There's a little bit of controversy over Marxism or fascism. Let's just call it a turd in the punch bowl, or exactly what it is. Central planning. These governments are it's a tops down. Hey, you're going to do it we say, or we're going to push you into selling your farmland. And it seems like the global leaders that worship the ESGism the most are going to be held to some kind of higher, look to these guys. Look what they did. Yeah, they killed several million people, but the earth's still going to move, and we beat climate change. I can hear it now. Yeah, it cost some, and some people died of something they were taking that was government mandated, and these other people died from starvation. And there's several people in China that are probably going to die in concentration camps. They're building them right now. They're going to hold 80,000 people. What's going on the earth right now is incredible. And I just want to put some eyes on the Netherlands, because it's coming here. It's going to be at our doorstep the whole time. I think the U.S. will be probably the last one to fall to this ESGism, you know. Uh, but just know it's coming. I mean, it's on the way, and they're going to make it sound so good. And there's going to be all these pluses. There's going to be all these positives of getting in line with it. You're going to make more money. Your social credit score is going to go up as long, if you make your house more ESG friendly. I would imagine if you followed the money trail of windmills and solar and all these other unreliable energy sources, you probably wind up figuring out what's happening. But I'm not against any of those things. But what I am against is starving people to death and making them freeze to death. Europe's getting hammered, guys. That's just the facts. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. And I had one more thing. That's about it. That's about it. It's just carbon credits have been going on since the late 80s, have been working their way to the little guy. Well, and I'm not either, Stacy. I'm not a happy camper. I'm not going to the camps. I'm not playing around. I'm not playing along. I'm going to shine light on this every chance I get. Like I said, I was going to make this a video, and but I didn't. I really don't want another strike. I'd like to stay in front of you guys. Do you have any questions or anything you'd like to talk about? This is what happens when society becomes too comfortable and trust deceivers. Yeah, it's also what happens every time. Capitalism gets manipulated, and it always turns into crony capitalism, and it's always central planning's fault. Free market is the only way capitalism works. Anything aside from that, from pure capitalism, is crony capitalism. And then everybody wants to point at capitalism as a fault, but it's not. It's the only way that works. That's it. Free market. That's it. No manipulation whatsoever. We go in recessions, we go in depressions, we come out, whatever. If they would not mess with it, we wouldn't have to go into depressions. It would just stay. It would correct itself. But now we've got these crazy, crazy moves, and the soft men that are entering these hard times. It's unbelievable. It is. I think the next 10 years is going to look nothing like the last. Do I have anybody from the EU here? Is there anybody listening to me from the Netherlands? I'd love to have some. I've reached out to Professor Scholhammer. He was on Australia News and wealth of information, but he never got back to me. I understand everybody's busy, but I would love to have somebody that's on the ground over there. Silver would be an excellent investment for these farmers. Like I said before, if they're going to inflate, if they're going to buy this land with inflated garbage currency, what you could do if you were a farmer is you could go into precious metals. That would be one thing. That's what central banks and nations are doing. China, Russia, they're buying way more gold than they have in a long time. So that was what I would do if I was forced to sell my land, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to force them in the name of ESGism to force them to sell it. I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine somebody coming to me right now and taking away what I do to make my living. Can you give some tips on how to use Discord? Yeah, I'm going to make you a video about that. Not right now. I can't. It's new to me. I would have to go on the phone or computer. That's the good question, Lynn. Most everybody uses their phone, right? So Discord is going to be a place we can go. You're going to like it when you get over there. Here, okay, I will tell you this: Financial Prepper Discord. You'll be able to hit my picture. My wife doesn't like the picture very much, but it's okay. Uh, I'm trying to find a better one. Hit my picture, and you'll be able to see all the different places: general, prepping pantry, and you'll be able to select the different conversations instead of like Telegram was something cool would be said and then it would get lost and 1,000 people different things would come up. So it's a way to segment it and go back and find whatever you want to talk about. M&J's doing a great job putting it together over there. Scammers are everywhere. They're in my comments every day. I kick them out from daylight until dark. Crypto and WhatsApp, you name it. And it's getting worse. They're getting creative. They're using my picture. It's never me. I'm never going to ask you for money under any circumstances. That just know it's a scam. Report them. You can hit the 3 little dots and you can report them. I delete them off the channel. It doesn't matter. They come right back. So just know that's going on. All right, guys. I'm making a video on my freeze dryer right now. I made a little cart for it. And my metal guy has not come back with the pellet stove yet. He's working on it. He's trying to get it to where it's a weld together yourself project. So hang in there. I'm getting a lot of questions on it, and I don't really have anything to show you yet other than I'm really pumped. I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to keep a lot of people warm. You will have to buy pellets. They're like $4.95 a bag. So that's in the mail. No meetups that I know of. We're going to be running around, going to different things. Vancouver would be the next place. Canada. Yeah, it's the big one in Canada. It's the biggest investment conference that will have ever been to. It's massive. There'll be a lot of miners there. So anybody that's interested, get your passport and come check it out. Me and the Economic Ninja will be there. I got a super chat from JB. Thanks, man. Like and share. That is the kindest thing you can do is like what we do. Me, Jack, Ninja, Joe Brown, all of us are, putting it out there. And when you like and share, it means so much. And even in the comments, when you're in the comments and you see one, it's like, wait, that's good. Hit the like button and it'll pop it up to the top. It'll move up in importance. And I tell you the truth, I'm bad about not doing it as well. I don't know why I forget. It's like half the time I forget to say hit the like button. I forget to, talk about Discord. But thank you, JB. I really appreciate you mentioning that. That's super kind of you. All right, guys, have an awesome, awesome day. Keep the Netherlands people, the farmers, in your prayers because what's going on over there is demonic. Make no mistake about it. This is evil, and it's going to hurt a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to go hungry because of it, and a lot of people are going to lose their farmland because of it. So it's weird. What we're moving into is like nothing we've ever seen before. Have an awesome day. Later.